Oh, well, so hello, my dear friends, my dear Spanish 1 friends. As you look outside, I've just finished Friday's class, and you'll see this is kind of the view out my front porch. There is my daughter's car. We got it for used a few years ago. It's a nice Mazda 3. I highly recommend Carvana when you go car shopping. It's the real deal. But anyways, enough about car buying in my front porch. Let's come down to what we're going to talk about today, and this is a preview of what we're going to be doing next week. So today's topic is called stem changing verbs. Now, I'm going to show you why in a minute, why they're called boot verbs. That's their nickname. And I'm going to tell you right now, stem changing verbs, this is something that only happens in the present tense. So I'm going to write this down right here, not the past, which is something that you just had just this week. And then I'm going to put ... because later on in Spanish 2, I'm going to show you, well, sometimes you do. But I tell you what, for right now, just keep in mind that this is going to only happen for you, Spanish 1 students, in the present tense. Now, there are 4 kinds right here. There's E to IE, O to UE, E to I, and then this right here, U to UE, really only happens in one place, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, I know if this is coming at you for just, like really fast, I'm going to slow it down just a little bit as we work through the ones that I've got here for an example. So this is the most common type of stem changing verb. This is the least common. But I want to show you right here. So take a look. Here's the verb querer. Now you know, and you've probably seen it, it means to want. I think it's been in a couple of assignments. But what I'm telling you is this E right here is going to change to an IE when we conjugate the verb. Oops, sorry, let me get back in focus. There we go. Okay. So here's the yo form. And I'm going to take this right here. Now normally we would just chop off the ER, be done, add on the ending, we're good to go. But this time, this is a special family of verbs, it's stem changing, and they want you to change that E to an IE. So take a look. I keep that R, and I still do the chopping. Quiero means I want. And I do the same thing here. Quieres. Again, same ending in the present tense, nothing weird or new, but that E changes to IE. And here is the LA usted form. I'm going to come over here. Quieren, they want, or you all want. And notice, in each case, I change that E to what? An IE, like here, 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 and here. Now, you might be saying to yourself, but what about the nosotros form, the we form? I'm going to show you that one. Queremos. Notice what did not happen. That did not stem change. But this right here is normal. That's the ER ending for nosotros form. So what I want to do is, and I'll explain something, and I want to see, can you see the nickname in this verb just yet? All right. Now, I also would like you probably to pause the video right here, and I want you to try to do this one on your own. So pause, and now that you've unpaused, contar, the O changes to UE, just like we said up here. E to IE, O to UE. So here's contar, which means to count. It can also to tell a story, like in literature. If you ever heard of somebody say, well, he recounted the details of what happened to him or something like that, that's where it comes in. And it also has a couple other uses. So I'm going to change the C right here, or actually not change the C, I'm just going to write it down. The O, my friend, changes to a UE. Keep the N. A lot of people sometimes they think they got to chop off the next letter after it. It's not the case. Here's the T, and then we chop off the AR, cuento. And I'm going to come through here, cuentas, cuenta. Now, do we stem change in the nosotros form? No. So this is normal, contamos. And here is cuentan. Boom. So up here, E to IE. Here is U to UE. And then pedir, my friends? Guess what? Let's take a look. Well, E to IE, no. O to UE, E to I. This one's only going to be for one verb. All right, so pedir. And this little symbol right here, notice I didn't put an E to I, but I'm telling you what? I'm telling you that the E is going to change to an I. So we'll come here. Again, keep the same ending that we normally would in the present tense. No stem change here. And yes, stem change here. Now, jugar is the only one, as far as I can tell, that is going to change from U to UE. Everything else, these are the three main ones right here. E to IE, O to UE, E to I. And then this one is just weird. Jugar means to play, but as in games or sports. So, and you've actually seen a couple of these before. Oops, sorry. Jugamos. Now, why are these called boot verbs? Well, let me come back up here to the first one again. If you take a look at what I'm about to do, I'm just going to draw a line around everything that gets a stem change. And what does it look like? It looks like my terrible version of a boot. And some teachers, they'll draw like a little heel right here or something like that, but I'm not that artistic. So notice, and again, I'll just do it here. All right, boom. What changes? So O to UE, O to UE, O to UE, O to UE, not. Leave it alone. So that's why it's called a boot verb. And that's the nickname. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to show you this. This is your homework for Monday. And I'll get in here. I would like you to conjugate these. So here's the first one, cerrar, which is an E to IE. And I want you to look up its meaning. So it means to something. Empezar, E to IE. Volver, O to UE. Preferir, E to IE. Poder, O to UE. Repetir, E to I. And tener. And actually, you've actually seen tener already. And I wonder if you'll remember what to do in the yo form. So what I'd like you to do for your assignment is to simply conjugate these right here. And you can just do it in your own handwriting and then just send me the email shot of it. Or you can bring it to class on Monday or office hours on Tuesday, and I'll go over it with you if you want to show that with me. So, oh, and one more thing that I was thinking of. Take a look at preferir right here. Preferir. This is an E to IE stem change. Which E? Which E? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's almost never the first one. It's almost always the second one. And you'll notice that right here too. Repetir, it's gonna be that one that gets the stem change. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna pass this on to you guys. I'm gonna post it. And I want you guys to stay safe and stay well. And I will see you hopefully during class time. Be safe.